伝説は 画廊伝説3 遥かなる戦い
This week on Battle of the Ports, we are taking a look at Garou Densetsu 3, better known as Fatal Fury 3 in English. First released on the Neo Geo arcade platform on March 27th, 1995 by SNK, Fatal Fury 3 retains the format and controls of the previous game in the series, Fatal Fury Special. However, the two-plane battle stages have been revamped into a three-plane format, known as the Oversway system. The player fights primarily in the middle plane, or the main plane, but can move or oversway into either of the sway lines at the background or foreground. When a player performs an attack in a sway plane, or oversway attack as it's called, their character will return to the main plane. Likewise, the player can attack an opponent who is in the sway plane with an anti-oversway attack. The player can also do a quick sway to avoid an attack, leaving the opponent vulnerable to a regular attack. You got all that? No? Don't worry, neither have I. Other new techniques introduced into this installment include controlling the height of the character's jump, block an opponent's attack in midair, and a new type of combo technique known as combination arts, allowing the player to cancel a specific series of regular attacks from one to the other. In addition to the regular special moves and the super special moves, which can be only performed when the life gauge is flashing red, each character also has a hidden ability, which is a strong version of the super special move. However, the hidden ability occurs once in every 1024 chances whenever the player inputs the command for the character's super special move. Without a doubt, Fatal Fury 3 is complicated if you want to know how to use everything it has effectively, but don't worry about learning all the secrets and techniques. Even as a quick brawler, Fatal Fury 3 can be a lot of fun. On the 21st of April 1995, Fatal Fury 3 came to the Neo Geo CD. This, as to be expected, is just the same as the Neo Geo arcade original, but now with the obligatory long loading and CD soundtrack. Actually, it's not truly identical because it also includes a cool Blue Mary Blues music video powered by the Neo Geo sprite animation. This is cool.
My 日本一
伝説は終わらない 画廊伝説3遥かなる戦い
Here we are with the Sega Saturn port. Now, Neo Geo Saturn ports are normally very good and always better than the PlayStation equivalent. However, Fatal Fury 3 is not part of the norm. Oh no, this is a dirty brown stain on the Saturn's 2D fighting golden lineup. Released on June 28, 1996, before any RAM expansion cards existed on the Saturn, Sims tried to port the Neo Geo CD version over to the Saturn. The results are quite janky. It doesn't even have a 2-player option. You have to start a 1-player game, then have player 2 join in. The biggest issue with this game is not the missing animation, not the loading, and not the graphics, but how the game runs. The target is 60 frames per second, yet very seldom does it ever reach that. The game is constantly slowing down even when running at 30 frames per second. This truly is a piss poor port to the Saturn. On the bright side, at least it does contain the Blue Mary Blues music video, and the moves are way easier to pull off thanks to the Japanese Saturn's amazing control pad.
Dark destiny once again outstretches its icy grip. The Lone Wolves are back!
Finally, Keensoft ported Fatal Fury 3 to Windows 95 in 1996, and what a fantastic port it is! The port is based upon the Neo Geo CD version, so we do get the CD arranged soundtrack and so on. Now the important point is if this plays like the Neo Geo CD, and I'm happy to say it does. It plays really well, if not identically to the original. But it goes beyond the original, as this port can run in 480p as standard, or even your desktop resolution as long as the color depth is set to 16-bit. Yep, this port is quite vibrant compared to the original. However, this Windows 95 port isn't perfect. For some reason, a few backgrounds are missing animation. The import factory stage has zero animation at all. Very bizarre. Still, this is a minor nitpick. Overall, Fatal Fury 3 on Windows 95 is fantastic.
Go!
And let's take a look at all those versions of Garou Densetsu 3 or Fatal Fury 3 running side by side.